What are you ashamed of? Yes, ask yourself, what are you ashamed of? I've been counseling, my wife and I, we've counseled with many women that have gone through, that have been molested, they've been raped, they've been in domestic violence situations, and some of them still are. Some of them been church hurt, and this is no easy way to get. It's no easy way to get over it. There's no magic word or no magic phrase. It's gonna take time, and that's what you need to know. And then there are those of you that are looking for the quick fix to find love in your relationship or your marriage. And I want to tell you, it's just not there. And it's not going to be there because, first of all, you don't love yourself. You have to learn to love yourself. Regardless of what's going on in your life, you got to learn to love yourself. One of the other things is when I say, what are you ashamed of? I know domestic violence situations are a hard thing to get over. I know the first thing we think of is we think of men abusing women, but today's time we're finding out that a lot of men are being abused by their woman as well. However the pendulum swings in that in your favor or non-favor, what I want to tell you is that there's nothing that you can add or nothing that you can say that would lean towards good graces of being in a physical domestic violence or a mental domestic violence situation. You should not be bringing that type of behavior to another human being's life. What it is that you're just miserable within yourself and you're taking out your pain on someone else. There's a lot of blame that goes into it. And what you need to do is you need to forgive yourself. Even if you've been an abuser, you need to forgive yourself. You need to forgive yourself first, so you can then apologize to the victim or to the survivor. It's a sickness. I got to tell you, it's a sickness, and maybe it didn't start with you, but you're still perpetuating the cycle of domestic violence. What else are you ashamed of? Okay, you were 5 years old when you got molested, and now you're 20 or 30 some. You have to let it go. You have to forgive yourself. Okay, you can't keep holding on to that. It's eating you up from the inside. You've been raped. I don't want to act like I understand because I don't, and I probably never will. But I want to tell you that you gotta forgive yourself. It's not your fault. I don't care whatever situation you're in. It's not your fault. You didn't ask to be raped, and you didn't deserve to be raped. You have to let it go. And when I say let it go, I mean you have to begin the healing cycle. Okay, I'm not being insensitive here. I want you to understand that. What else are you being ashamed of? Are you being ashamed of where you live, your transportation, whatever it is? Hey, I want to tell you, nobody's going to do it for you. You don't have a reason to be ashamed. You have to lift yourself up. I know what it's like to walk around in shame. I walked around in shame when my character was attacked. My confidence was low, and I'm not there anymore. And so I'm just seeking to educate people and to encourage people, uplift them to greater. And so when I write my books, such as the last book that I just wrote, No More Change, the Rule 222 Principle, I'm speaking to your psyche. I want you to understand. I want you to get out of the negative thinking patterns and methodologies that you have adapted over the years that have brought you nothing but disaster, destruction. You have to be held accountable for your own actions first before you look at other people. Ask yourself, what are you contributing to the situation? Whether that's positive or negative. Ask yourself, what are you contributing in the form of your healing? You have to contribute some positivity, some positive affirmation in order for you to get out of your situation. Okay? Don't be ashamed. Don't be ashamed of your situation. Being ashamed, it reminds me of the scripture where Jesus says, if you be ashamed of me, I'll be ashamed of you. And gosh, we don't want anybody to be shamed by Jesus. So hey, let's just have faith in Jesus, okay? And then put the works to it. We're not just telling you to read some scriptures and it's going to be over. We're telling you to read the scriptures, have faith, and then do the work that it takes. Hey, this has been Aqeel Ash-Shakoor telling you to stay encouraged, exhorted, and uplifted. God bless.